feel that knock? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit.
Welcome to the motherfucking greatest podcast ever created, to the greatest show ever created. I am the greatest podcaster of all time. I challenge you all to a celebrity MTV Celebrity Deathmatch battle. And I'll come out victorious. I kind of fucked that up, but let's keep that in there. Today's episode number 114. Thank you for tuning in. And my guest for today is my cousin AJ Hierro, former baseball player, collegiate baseball player, high school baseball player, aspiring power hitter. I had a conversation with Emmanuel. We mentioned you a couple times. So you could, he's also an actor. He's previously been on the show. AJ Hierro, ladies and gentlemen.
What up?
So you're in between two pieces of steel, and we're going to talk about balls. So that's how this episode's gonna start.
I think you meant
Welcome
iron.
back. Iron. That's right. Our last name means iron, not steel. I'm so sorry. But hey, it still works. Iron and balls.
I guess.
Iron balls. I'm sorry, Dre got me all messed up today. Yeah, so AJ's here. AJ, let's talk about baseball real briefly. Your career as a baseball player, your aspirations, and let's talk about your credentials to be commenting on sports here. So, yeah, go ahead.
Well, it started right here, Washington Heights, right there in High Bridge. You know that. My love for the game started there. My dad, being Dominican, it's in your blood. Our parents, that's all they watch when they watch sports. And honestly, for like kids and their dads, at least with my dad, that's how we bonded.
It was a bonding, yeah.
Literally, that's how we bonded. It had to be baseball involved and maybe a cerveza or two,
Okay. So you bonded over baseball. You're actually a pretty good baseball player. So talk to me. What's the highest? What was the peak that you got to? Because baseball's the hardest sport to make it into.
No, yeah, definitely baseball is the hardest sport to make it to the major leagues.
To the major leagues, yeah.
Yeah. To get signed is a different thing. Like, I think that's not that difficult, but to go all the way to the major leagues, yeah, that's absolutely incredibly difficult.
Moved out of the country to pursue this career.
Yeah, no, I mean, as a kid, that's soon enough, that's what I wanted to do, or I thought I wanted to do. My parents would go to the DR and in Santiago, and I get into it, and I go ham like I do with, in most things. And then soon enough, I realized, this is what every kid in the DR wants to do, Dominican Republic, like every kid. And I'm coming from, from New York. I'm just trying to fit in. And now I'm trying to go against some of these kids over there. But it was a wonderful experience. Like, I got to play in mucho campo, a lot of, more impoverished areas. And I got to stay at their place, got to really see, like, the culture. Got to learn it well, got to eat with them, sleep with them. When they would come to Santiago, they would sleep at our place. Like, and so that was pretty cool. After that, I say, I actually there, I had a really...
You play with E.
I play with Emmanuel.
And you also play with some of the sons of some baseball players?
Yeah, no, I play with Feli Fermin Jr., Tony Peña Jr.
I saw Feli and Luisito at...
Luisito, yeah, Luis Polonia, son, Jr. Yeah, a lot of those guys. We went to the same school together. And if we didn't go to the same school, we're like... Everyone kind of knew each other. Also, there was another guy. Hey, I forgot.
Fernando played with Mikey, our younger cousin.
What Fernando?
Tony's son. TJ. But TJ, did he play with you and he?
He didn't play with us. He was a little older than us, but he was like, we knew of him already because he was from, he had made a name for himself.
And he had signed with Kansas City and all
that.
Yeah. So you go from there, you're playing every day. Did you fly to another country? Did you come to the U.S.? Like, did you travel in DR besides the?
I did. We had a small trip in Cuba. We had a small trip going to Cuba. We played in Santiago, Cuba, which was pretty cool. We also played in PR, Puerto Rico.
Talk to me about Cuba though, real quickly.
Amazing. It's a time capsule. Everything was super cheap, you know. Certain things you could do for very cheap as well that some of the players engaged in. No, it was just a great experience. The architecture, you get to see like, wow, this was 40 years ago, 50 years ago. This was like Miami, basically, back then. It was cool. It was dope.
So you also, I remember when you and E came back from the trip, you were like, yeah, we get there, and you guys were like 15, 16, 17 years old. And the guys were like 40-year-old men, 20-year-old men that you played in Cuba. Like, they were a lot older, a lot more.
No, yeah, because those guys, they're like in DR, similarly, they start, I'm talking about like at a super early age, you know, 6, 7 years old, they go into like these specialized schools where they teach them like their school stuff, but also they're training. Yeah, they're like training every single day. So I was like blown away by that. But so by the time they're like 15, 16, they're grown men.
So you mentioned Miami. You're a Miami, Florida guy. How was that like? Because you also ended up coming back to the U.S. after DR.
Yeah, so after DR, I made a decision that I just want to come back to the States. I have no idea why I didn't go back home to NYC. But I chose Miami. We had the one cousin there, Aleida.
My godmother.
Yeah. So
Madrina.
She hooked it up and let me stay at hers. Fernando, love that guy, her husband. Great people.
Played ball in Florida, too.
Yeah, so then I started playing baseball. I went to FIU, Florida International University, Golden Panthers. And I tried to find my place there again, and I encountered right away. It was very difficult because they didn't know who I was. They had committed scholarships to a lot of other kids, and then I come face to face with the like U.S. system, and I'm just a young cocky kid just trying to make my way. But eventually, I end up playing college baseball, not in the FIU in South Carolina, smaller school. I go up from there. I'm like, I'm not like drafted or anything like that. I'm stuck in the U.S. system. And from there, I say, I want to give it one last try. Let me go to play independent. And that's the highest level I reached, which was independent baseball.
But you got
out
a couple
in Santa
tryouts,
Fe.
though.
Oh, yeah, I tried out for everyone. And that Detroit tryout, actually.
It was the closest one, I think. I remember.
I hit a home run in the tryout. They got it was like 200 kids. And the way these trials work, you'll have like 200 kids, right? They show up. The first cut is everyone who they know it just doesn't have the tools, right? Then from there is cut down to like, let's say it's like 30 or 35 position players. From there, they'll make 2 teams, and then they'll try out the pitchers. In that game, they're also trying you out as a position player. And in that game, I went 1 for 3 with a home run. Like, I hit it out, and I thought I was going to get signed. And no.
Wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough. Maybe I needed to hit 2 more home runs.
Would you change a thing? Because I still love the sport. I knew I never had the skills like you and E, but I knew I wanted to cover the sport. I knew I wanted to do something around it. And Emmanuel also mentioned he realized there was a certain point where he needed to figure out how his life would be still involved in the sport. And he figured out like front office, baseball operations. And that's why when he went into, that's the direction he aimed for. What about you? This is actually, it's not even close to what your actual passion is.
Right. So would I do it again?
Would you change anything?
I guess that's like a deep question because, baseball, the discipline that you need to do that, any sport, and become really good at it, or maximize whatever talent you have, is crazy, you know. But if you can take that and apply it to anything else, then it's gonna serve you. In my case, I wouldn't do anything different because I was pretty good at it. The only thing, you know, if I could change one thing, I would have liked to see what would have happened if I would have stayed in DR, because they were looking at me at a higher level there, and I was right at the right age. I was like 17 years old, so you know it was the right time, which is crazy because that's when probably I only had raw skills at that point. You know, my skills were fine way later on, but I was too old by that point.
So we got that out the way.
Yeah.
So I always said that if you and Emmanuel had sex and conceived a
my
child, that would be the perfect. Because with E's, you and E had specific things that if we meshed them together, we would have like a all-star baseball player in our family.
Yeah, he had that speed. He had speed. He had that aggressiveness.
IQ on Emmanuel was, and the way he read the way he reads the balls coming off the bat, whether in the infield, outfield. I was always impressed by his defense and his knowledge of the game.
Yeah, speed, contact, aggressiveness, all that. Me, I felt like I kind of got better with time, but I had a great arm. I had some speed. I had some pop in the bat.
Yeah, a lot of pop in the bat. So let's talk about the NBA. Recently this weekend, my beloved New York Knicks, who were on a fucking tear, played the Los Angeles Lakers. I got way too excited during this meeting between the Knicks and Lakers. Because, you know, first thing happens, you know, LeBron's unhappy with the Lakers, yada, yada, yada. He's coming to New York. He loves to play in MSG. Then Stephen A. Smith goes on his rant, right? So I text Kaba, I text Mike, like, yo, there's something cooking. Has to be. Stephen A.'s talking about it. There's something. Kaba, what was your response? Kaba's here, by the way. I didn't even introduce Kaba.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My response to you was what I always tell you. You Knicks fans are in over your heads. You guys are misreading the messages because LeBron literally only tweeted out an hourglass. And from that, everybody...
No.
He tweeted out an hourglass.
After the hourglass, he also tweeted Lady Liberty and, I forgot what the other icon was.
At the time, the whole stir-up was the hourglass. And they were like, oh, he wants out. He's saying the clock is ticking. And I was like, no, doesn't it make more sense if he was just saying he's putting the Lakers on notice? Like, yo, this clock is for you guys. The deadline is this week. Actually, the deadline is today.
It's today.
And, you know, I need you to make a move. You guys are in every trade talk and every trade rumor, but no moves are being made.
So that's what got the weekend started for me. That was a Friday. So I'm like, all right, Lakers, Knicks. I think we played Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So me and him, we text constantly. So I'm sending him messages, and he's like, yo, you getting riled up, my boy. LeBron's just trolling y'all.
Don't let him do it to you.
Don't let him do it to you. He's like, somebody else hit me up like, yo, Stephen A. is just, I think it was John Rios. Shout out to John Rios. John Rios was like, yo, this dude's the ultimate troll. Don't believe him. Yada, yada, yada. I was like, nah, I got to watch this game. I need my boys to put in the effort so LeBron could see, which I think he did. He was impressed.
Y'all could have won by 50. It doesn't matter.
No, but I think he saw that there's something here in New York.
Yeah, but he's not looking. That's what I'm telling you guys. The Knicks fans are looking at it as, oh yeah, but we're gonna beat them, and he's gonna see that we could be a possibility for him. No, he's not looking at it like that. He's looking at it as we're gonna lose. If we lose to the Knicks, he's looking at the Lakers like, yo, we fucking up. He's not looking at the Knicks like, yo, you guys are doing great.
Well,
whoa.
So the game, Brunson was by himself in this game, basically, and because OG's hurt, you know, Randall's hurt, and Dante could only do but so much, and they did something I hadn't seen all season long, which worries me a little bit. They threw 30 double teams on Brunson, and Brunson didn't have like an outlet.
Well, yeah. Well, somebody now your one is there. Your 2 and 3 are not there.
They're gone
And your
completely.
4 really isn't even an option.
Yeah, so it's like I'm watching the game and I was like, man, this is the way you beat the Knicks.
Of course.
You throw a bunch of double teams at Brunson. He handled the game well. It's just he didn't have someone to put up points to combat the double team, to then say, to make the coach say, all right, we got to take the double team off Brunson. We got to go back to something else. So then after the game, your boy LeBron grabs a Knicks towel, does an entire post-game press conference with a Knicks towel on his back. Yo, he clearly...
I look at that as like a slap in the face to everybody in New York.
He did that on purpose.
Yeah,
so,
just to troll them even more.
So when he did that, I'm watching the interview, I was like, damn, bro. He came into this weekend with a purpose to put LA on super notice. Kaba said it before. Who was the guy on ESPN that mentioned it?
Brian Windhorse.
Yeah. Brian Windhorse has been covering LeBron since his high school days.
He's the truth
Yeah.
when it comes to LeBron.
Because that's LeBron and him have a good relationship. Kaba said it way before he did. He literally was like, oh, I'm going to New York before the trade deadline, before All-Star weekend. I can make my statement like, I'm not happy.
This is the perfect time for me to make some noise. You'll get the fan bases
Also,
going crazy.
The Rich Paul thing, because you know the Knicks and Rich Paul, they don't make deals together at all. Last deal was who was a client that we had that was a Rich Paul client? It didn't go so well.
What, with Clutch?
Yeah, with Clutch. I forget the name, but it's regardless. So Rich Paul had a private meeting with the Knicks brass to discuss building that relationship back up. And that was leaked to the press. Another move by LeBron. But that was really got me going. Like, all right, Rich Paul's talking to our brass. There might be something there because it makes sense. You put LeBron on the Knicks with what we got built already with the best defense and him and Jalen, that could be a nice little combination. But he's just trolling us.
Yeah. I think, he's doing like two things at once. He definitely is trolling the Knicks fans, yeah. So let's get that out there. Kaba's right on that one. It's just that he, LeBron at this point, I think he's not only a basketball player. He's been out in L.A. He's trained up. I bet you this guy goes to like speech classes. I guarantee you, because he's at that level where he also knows how to control the narrative.
Yeah.
With the tweet. I mean, he just put up a.
It wasn't even words. It was.
It wasn't
emoji.
even words. And look at what it caused. And you think he didn't know that? Come on.
He's one of the rare athletes that holds the destiny of his future in his hand the entire time in his career. If LeBron wants to go to the Knicks, there would not be a story all about it and everything. He would be on the Knicks, and then we would hear stories about how it happened.
Absolutely right.
Not only
absolutely right.
He not only controls his own, but any pieces that come with him.
Yes.
Absolutely. If he wanted a new coach, done.
Which I think he does want a new coach in LA.
Really?
The way that Los Angeles team is built,
they've gone through too many coaches.
It's very flawed. This LA team cannot make a run.
Healthy?
The way it's constructed right now, healthy.
Nah. Even healthy, no.
Wait up. Kaba, what fan are you?
He's a Nets fan.
I'm a Nets fan.
Oh, so you don't got any stake in the
my team is I'm not, and I'm a
Lakers fan.
But he's a legit fan.
I'm a Lakers fan.
I'm a huge LeBron fan too.
Oh,
I'm a huge LeBron fan.
But this is perfect because
all right, that's good.
He's
that's
a Laker
good.
fan.
I'm
He's a big
Laker
Kobe fan, and we'll talk about the statue.
I'm a huge Kobe fan. Yeah.
And, when he played, I hated him, but when he retired, all the respect. Same thing with Michael. Michael blocked my Knicks from a championship
many times.
And Kobe, I knew it felt so familiar to me.
Yeah.
The feeling watching him play, watching Michael play. I always hated him. My brother was a dead loyal Kobe fan, and after Kobe retired, I was like, "Yo!" And that 60-game performance, like, come on. But Kaba don't got no skin in the game.
No, he doesn't. He does.
Very objective. So this Laker team, it is my belief, they're maybe the 8th seed if they play up to par, healthy.
Well, I never.
That's how bad I see them.
I don't judge them that way. The way I see them is I don't disagree with that.
This guy's a Laker and a Knicks fan, by the way. I don't
It's a weird thing. I'll explain it later. But
Bi-coastal.
yeah, I'm bi-coastal.
That's your West team. My West team's been the
No,
Nuggets.
you know what it is? Well, you know, I can't. After I became a Kobe fan, you're basically a Laker fan for life. But with the Lakers, I feel they're built for the playoffs. If you got AD, top 10 player, you got LeBron, still a top 10 player.
Arguably,
And that's-
AD, top 10 player. Arguably.
Come on, he's a top 10. Yo, Kyle, he's a top 10 player.
Arguably.
AD.
100%.
Oh, thank you.
100%. No,
When
it's
he's-
not arguably.
when he's awake. When
The
he's
only
awake.
When
problem
he's-
I had with your
You,
statement.
when he has his uniform on and he ain't street clothes.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. That was the only problem I had with your statement.
Yo, I
they
love
don't even
AD.
have him.
If that ever got out there. But anyway,
AD's not that good.
yo.
He's
Nah,
a
you're
good,
insane.
phenomenal player.
top 10.
Oh, okay.
Phenomenal player.
He's top 10.
Yeah.
Horrible work ethic. But okay.
No.
He's top 10.
I think his
Go look
work
at the
ethic is
stats,
great
Kyle.
too. Yeah, 100%.
Look at his
Yo,
defense and his
I said phenomenal player. I'm not a fan of this. I'll play when I want to
Would you
play.
want him on the Knicks?
No, I wouldn't take him right now.
Yo.
You know what our pedigree is? We got hard-nosed players that come to play every day. You think I want AD?
He's a champion.
Yo, today I don't.
He's a champion.
A bubble champion. Come on.
Oh,
Bubble champion.
So if the Lakers fully healthy
Healthy?
in a 7-game series, do you want to see them?
My Knicks would smack the Lakers.
Of course you want the Lakers in the playoffs. And they,
Really?
Wait.
Kaba, who would you take? The Knicks, Lakers in a playoff?
Fully healthy.
Healthy. Both
We got
teams.
OG and we got Brando.
I'm a betting man, and there's a couple people that I don't bet against. You already know Mahomes
bet
and Brady
against?
were on that list, and I'm not betting. There's
Against
no way in
LeBron.
hell that the betting gods will bless me by putting money on the Knicks against LeBron James.
Oh, snap.
There's no way.
Oh, snap. Yo.
Listen, man. You guys not watching.
What are
Knicks
we
last
now
night.
watching, Rick?
Randall's not on the team right now.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
one
and they,
man.
and they
Yo, it
literally
was
just
Brunson.
lost to the Lakers.
It was Jalen versus the whole Laker team.
I get that,
Yo,
but
let me
they
ask you
literally
something.
just lost to the Lakers,
Can I
and
ask
you
y'all
haven't beaten
something?
them in no recent memory either.
We will though, but they're not Lakers
Could
not
I
making the
ask
playoffs.
y'all something?
I'm gonna say that right now. Prediction: Lakers don't make the playoffs.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to take that bet. Could I ask y'all something?
ahead.
Brunson, is he a superstar?
Yes.
No,
Unquestionably.
Whoa. Wait, how you got unquestionably and Kaba
Unquestionably.
says no right away?
nope.
But this is why me and Kaba do the show together.
Because
Oh, all right.
this is
I
that's
think
his,
Eli Manning's the greatest quarterback of all time.
That's his
Kaba thinks he's
Knicks-
trash.
Yo, you see,
That's
that's,
his
a crazy
Knicks-
opinion.
that's
right
his
there.
Knicks loyalty. That's his New York bias, and I respect it. But I gotta check my boy.
Whoa.
He's an all-star. He
Whoa.
barely was an all-star.
Super-
He,
it
No,
depends
he got
on
picked
his
to the
definition of
reserve.
superstar.
This season, he don't deserve to be a starting all-star on the all-star team?
I think he's
Starting.
I think so.
Okay.
But that's not what I'm disputing.
starting?
What? No,
Nah,
he's not.
no.
But what that's
Lillard
my
is.
point. He literally squeezed in on the reserve list,
Right.
and you're telling me he's a
Yo, my boy
superstar.
gets disrespected no matter
He
what.
barely made.
It's all good.
he
I'd rather
barely
be like
made,
that.
You know why I give him props? Because Jalen Brunson's like our height.
I'd rather be like
But this
that.
is the.
Ain't
Let me
isn't
tell
he
you.
like our height?
He's the first point guard we had in a long time.
all of
I'll
that.
take it.
All that is factual. But this is the way it works for me. It's all-star, and then above all-star, a superstar, right? All-star, we don't even have to debate because that's a label that's actually given to you or not.
Right.
Okay.
So he barely squeezed in. So that means he is an all-star. You can't skip all-star and become a superstar. It doesn't work like that.
You're right. I'll correct my previous statement. Is he Is he a superstar? No. Is he on the road to being one? Yes.
Yes, difference.
Okay.
I'm cool with that if you believe
Because
that.
his playoffs performances so far.
We don't know.
What you mean we don't know?
All right, the Dallas.
He had
that
a good
was-
one against
yeah,
Dallas.
but not New
He
York.
played
playoff.
great in
This is New York playoff.
what? He carried us.
He did. Oh yeah.
But who else is going to carry you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
No.
ball is in your
He
hand.
showed up against the Heat.
He
right?
showed up and he
showed up.
destroyed Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland
he
did
showed
not
up, he
have
showed
an
up.
answer for him.
So what do you say? How far are the Knicks going this season?
Me and Kaba had this conversation. They either make it to the Eastern Conference Finals or
Wow.
game. Hold on. Damn. Or because you got to remember, Mitchell Robinson is coming back. You got to remember Randall's coming back.
yeah.
OG's coming back.
Just so you know, all those people that you're saying, when they were back and they were here, you guys weren't doing that good.
Hold on a second. We just went 14-2
Yeah, after the trade.
after the trade.
After Mitchell went down.
The OG trade was.
But that's what I'm saying. You guys are a better team now than when those guys were healthy.
Well, Mitch is going to be back. He's going to protect in the rim, all right? So we've been leading games by 20, 14, 15 points. All
Talking
right.
to the mic.
So our defense, when top 7 in offense and defense in the league. With those guys back, I believe we make it to a Game 7 to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, or we make the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not saying we make the finals. I'm not there yet. I believe we're one piece away.
So you're saying you're gonna beat Philly?
If the
Philly
season
just
ends
lost Embiid.
If the season ends today, you guys play Philly. You still got Maxey and James Harden to deal with.
I don't think
that.
James Harden not in Philly, brother. He's in LA.
Oh yeah.
We
Sorry.
just got Maxey
You
with
just
no
got
Embiid.
Maxey.
no.
Yeah.
Embiid is gonna play.
Smoking on that Philly pack.
No, Embiid is gonna play in the playoffs. Rick,
I mean,
Embiid is gonna
he
play in
still
the
got
playoffs.
time. Playoffs are in June.
Bro,
And
I'm not
he is the
worried
best
about
player
him. Not worried
in the
about
game,
him.
so.
Not worried about him.
You believe that? You buy into that bullshit?
I'm not worried about him.
That
We beat
Embiid is the
Minnesota.
best player in the game?
We beat Minnesota. We beat the best teams in the NBA so far after the trade.
I think is Embiid the best player in the game? I think
I don't buy into that.
the thing with him is like talent wise, like if it was a 1-on-1, him and Joker, I think he would win. But you throw him into team basketball, which is what basketball is, team game, and Joker he's already proven.
That's what I was gonna say. I still don't. I get that he
proven
beats
he won
Joker when they play against each other, but Joker's still better than him.
Joker's to me still the best.
Embiid is just stronger. He's a more dominant style of
No,
play.
but not only that, Embiid got everything, man. Offensively and
That don't
defensively.
matter. Okay.
Everything. But then he doesn't pass but even
No,
this year, he's averaging like
I'm gonna
8
tell you,
assists.
he's missing the biggest part of the game. He don't got no heart.
That's where
He
like
shows you every playoffs that he don't got no heart.
that's where it
He
gets
also don't
tricky,
got
man.
no knees, no legs, no elbows. He's always hurt.
Nah.
but
The man was averaging 36 a game.
No, yeah, he's balling. I'm not gonna say nothing about his play, but he don't got no heart.
listen, if you tell me right now, Knicks could get Embiid, do you want him? Hell yes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Who wouldn't you take?
what?
Who
He just
wouldn't
said
you
he
take?
didn't want
Couple guys I wouldn't take. I wouldn't take Harden. I love Russ to death. I think.
Okay, you're gonna name
I
all the
wouldn't take
washed up
Russ.
guys in the league, but you'll take everybody else.
He said he wouldn't take AD.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
take
he's
AD.
lying.
100% wouldn't take AD.
Lying.
I would not take yo.
Lying.
I wouldn't take. You know who
So
else I
AD
wouldn't
and
take? I wouldn't
Brunson
take
are not a good
Zion.
duo?
Wemby's a different story. That's
You're
a
taking
project.
everybody besides
take
the
Wemby.
washed up guys. I get it.
I wouldn't take Zion. I wouldn't take John
The
Morant.
washed up guys.
you
you wouldn't
wouldn't take
take
Zion?
John Morant? All right, well, let's move on to the next topic, fellas.
All right. He said he wouldn't take John Morant?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
let's
take
move
Ja
on to the
Morant.
next topic.
All right.
John Morant. You know who I'll take? RJ Barrett back. I'll take
Yeah,
him.
see?
And quickly.
Nah, OG,
I'm going to clip that
OG
together so they
Anunoby.
can hear that you wouldn't take Ja, but
Put
you'll
that
take
out.
the guy that
I
they
would
just
not
traded.
take John Morant. Let's go back to that draft. Who putting up points? Who's there? Who's playing consistently? Instead of who's doing Instagram with the guns.
He literally did all of that and still took them to the playoffs and still balled out.
And he's still missing a ton of time.
But you guys haven't even gone
And
as far as him.
he almost got his NBA career shut down.
He literally gave them such a big lead that when they suspended him for 25 games, he came back. They were still in the running.
Nah. I wouldn't take Ja.
Nah, he's a great talent. Great talent.
Phenomenal.
I'll take Steph Curry. I think Curry. I'll take Curry. I'll take LeBron.
Yeah, but look at what you're saying.
Those are legends.
Who's not going to
Rick.
say that? If you would have said you wouldn't take them, I would have shut the cameras off.
Yeah, they're
Like,
legends.
what are we talking about?
Those are legends.
All right. So let's talk about, we were talking about Embiid. Let's talk about the 65 game rule. So if Joel misses the next 2 games,
Three, I believe it is.
2 or 3, he's not eligible to win the MVP. How you feel about that 65 game rule? Which, by the way, again, this just proves my Michael Jordan argument. Jordan played every game. Didn't take no load management. Was out there getting beat up, hurt, still putting it on dudes, still winning chips in the most physical NBA play ever. 6 for 6 in the finals. Never saw Game 7. And you guys always bring this LeBron shit up.
I'm with that one, Rick. I'm with you 100%. You also had to be there, see what we're talking about with MJ.
I hated the man. I'm wearing his fucking sneakers.
Yeah, he made you a believer. So with the 65 game rule situation, I think the NBA has to draw the line somewhere. So I don't know. I'm not saying this is a good line, but this is the line that they drew up. And I think it's kind of fair. Like, look, what we didn't like, what I think Kawhi Leonard won, and I love Kawhi, but he's the face of low management.
I'll take Kawhi any day of the week over
Yeah, he's a beast.
over AD.
Whoa, all right. So he's a beast, but
Any day of the week.
the thing with
over
Kawhi,
AD.
he's the face of low management. This season he's been remarkably healthy. But anyway, the thing with the 65 game thing is that, for example, now Embiid is definitely not going to be the MVP. He's clearly been the best player.
So let's say the season's over.
Yeah.
Joel still got the best numbers.
How
He's
many
not the
games did he
MVP.
play?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a
But
minimum game now.
We're
That's why they did that.
penalizing him over an injury that he has
No,
no
not
control.
not penalizing him.
But the load
if
management-
you didn't hit the minimum, you cannot qualify.
Yeah, but that still like
So it's not
that
penalizing. He didn't qualify.
It's the same thing with Halliburton.
If somebody scores 30 points, averages 30, and the other person averages 30, one person played 82 games, the other person played 41, who are you giving the
You're
thing
penalizing Joel on an injury. If it was him actively resting like Kawhi does, it's a different story. But your man is hurt. Like, he can't play.
to? But that doesn't matter. No matter what. But that's the whole point of that is so that you are literally, it's almost like sick days at work. You're saving those 17, 18 games that you have that you could miss. What is it? 65, 17.
17.
So out of the 17 games that you're allowed to miss, if October through
I
January,
think that's too many games.
if
by the way.
October through January you already missed 10 because of load management or mental health reasons or any of these, contusions, then guess what? When you actually have an injury and you don't have enough days, that's your fault. It's supposed to be this so that you can play, and those are only used for when you're actually injured.
I think the rule sucks. I think if it's a legit injury that's going to keep you out of the game, there should be some exceptions. Just like everything in life,
Nah, man. I think they
rules
gotta
are
do it.
there to be followed, but they can also be bent. If Joel ends up having the best stats out of the year, and if he would have had the games, he would have been MVP, just give your man the MVP.
Nah, you can't do that.
What you mean, no?
You can't do that. That's not how it works. If you averaged 35,
If the season ended today,
yes.
Joel would be the MVP.
No, it's not unanimous.
He would be the MVP.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is also in there,
Yeah,
and
but
so
he
that's,
is
but that's
will
the
get
point,
and
Rick.
so is both of the guys for Boston.
We still got a half season to go.
Yeah. You can't
can't just play
So
half
you're talking
season.
about penalizing him for missing games. What about all the other guys that played the full season? Because Tatum, Shea,
It's not
Jaylen
Joel.
Brown, all these guys that are in the top 5 right now for MVP voting have only missed 3 games apiece.
And you didn't mention Brunson. I'm not an Embiid fan, by
He's
the
just
way.
not
I'm
into
just
the
saying.
MVP talks.
Brunson.
How much has he missed?
Brunson's there.
How much has he missed?
Brunson, I will say,
I don't think
should
he's
be
missed
on the
many
list.
games.
I think
he should
Brunson
be on
should
the
be on
game.
the list.
Yeah.
Brunson should be right after Joel Embiid.
But according to
I wouldn't
you,
say that
Brunson
now.
could go on a crazy run for the rest of the season, make you guys the number 2 seed, and 76ers Embiid is still going to get the MVP.
If Embiid had the better numbers, yes. And I'm a Knicks fan.
I think you gotta be able. You gotta staying healthy is part of like
Yeah.
the stats, but also you were mentioning Jordan playing 82 games, but
And the Mamba.
what makes what is LeBron's biggest case for the GOAT? Right? What is it? It ain't the
It's
numbers.
the chips.
It's the
Yeah,
longevity.
because LeBron,
It's the longevity.
It's
That's
the longevity,
it.
right?
It's not the chips. He don't got it there.
He don't got enough chips. It took him forever.
Oh.
you know,
And he's got too many losses in the finals.
yeah.
And
But his longevity
his
is
chips
still
came
his
with two
power.
other superstars.
well, his longevity and everything else, because the only thing against him is actually the chips, because everything
Yeah.
else is in
6
the
for
plus.
6. Never seen it in Game 7.
Yeah, yeah.
what
But
I'm
that's the
saying.
thing
But
with
that's not
LeBron.
what
Like
we're talking about.
20 years and he's still a top 10 player. So I'm just telling you,
LeBron's not a top. LeBron is.
he's a top 10 player.
No. I'm not. I'm just saying.
There's 1A,
LeBron's
1B.
got to be like top 3 in the last 20 years.
No, I'm talking about right now. He's still top 10.
The
He's
last
still top 10
100
right
years.
now. Yeah.
Right
but-
now, like he's still
Oh, right now, yeah. LeBron's
in
averaging
year 21.
Well,
about
LeBron-
25, 52% from the field and like 43% from
Yeah,
three.
seven-
I think the
7
last
and
10
7.
years is LeBron, KD, and Steph. That's it.
For sure.
And then the Greek freak sprinkled.
But all I'm
KD
saying is like,
this is too much time for me to be.
you know, the reason LeBron gets so much props is because he's so good, so old, if you want to say that. So I'm saying playing 80, a certain amount of games is legit.
I don't like that rule. But moving on, we talked about the first half of the season. We're at the midway point where everybody was talking about the trade deadlines. All-Star Weekend is here. The NBA is doing something incredible. I want to get you and Kaba's opinion on it. They're going to have Steph Curry and Sabrina. How you say her last name? Ionescu. She's nasty, bro. She'll beat me, you, and Kaba on a 3-on-1.
That is a fact. But you know who she's not going to beat?
Who? Steph in the three-point shooting contest?
Yes, sir.
During the All-Star Weekend. I think that's dope, first of all. It's dope for the WNBA. It shines a light on them. And I actually legit want to see her versus Steph because she's nasty.
She is.
So
100%.
I have too many questions.
What's up?
Is she shooting from closer?
No.
Oh, so
I
she
think
lost.
it's legit 3.
Is she shooting the female ball or the male ball?
Yeah, all these things factor in, and I think
The
Steph...
ball's the same size, first.
No, I don't.
No, it's
did
not.
they change that?
Different material.
And
it's the same size.
No, it's not.
Check that.
We have to look
Somebody
that up.
gotta
I'm
check
telling
that.
I
you
think
for a
the ball's
fact,
the
the
same
WNBA
size.
ball is not the same size.
I don't think it's the same
The
size.
disrespect is crazy on here.
Yo.
The girls is balling. The women, I said girls. The women are balling.
We
They
didn't
are
say
balling.
they're not. We're just telling
I
you
will
the ball
say this:
that they use.
Ionescu has the. So Steph got the record in the NBA.
She beat it.
She beat it. She got. I think she made 37
30.
points.
Yeah. She made
Equivalent
31
threes.
something shots.
Yeah.
She beat it. So it's going to be interesting. That being said, we do have to look up the rules. But I'm interested to see it.
So am I.
Steph's a little older now.
Yeah.
He don't have the...
That shit don't mean nothing.
You think he's going to be...
The older you get in the
Smoke
NBA,
show?
they usually tell you, yo, go look for a shot so you can stay in the NBA. He's going to be shooting like this for a long time still.
Of course.
And I'm not going to
He's the
hold
greatest
you.
shooter of all time.
I'm not looking forward to this because he's going to half-ass it.
Oh, you see.
Nah,
So
nah,
you
nah,
see.
nah,
That's
nah,
what
nah,
I
nah.
think.
He's going to
can't
be
do that,
there
though.
laughing
He
and
cannot.
I hope he
smiling.
doesn't
wanna-
do
And
that.
just
though.
100% he is. He's going to dismantle this girl on TV.
I need to see
You
Steph.
see, that's what I want to watch it for.
I
Is he
want to
gonna
see
go
Steph
all out or
full
not?
all out. I want her to
It's
go
a lose-lose
all
for
out.
him. If I smoke her, everybody's going to be like, damn, you showed her up on TV because she's supposed to be one of the best females. So you can't do that to her.
But you can't assume he's going to smoke her, though.
Hold on. And if he doesn't and it's close or any of that, they're going to be like, oh, wow, he either lost a step or, oh, he's washed or it's a lose-lose.
What
for
if he
him.
loses?
It can't happen. It
Oh,
won't happen.
what? Yo,
It can't happen.
Yo,
I
what
think
are the
you got-
betting
Kaba
odds
just
on
re-
that?
I don't know, but I guarantee
Prize
you
Picks,
Vegas is going
give
with
me
what
a
I
call.
said.
Vegas, give me a call. I'll put money on Sabrina.
Oh snap! How much?
I'm going to go all out. Kaba, how much should I throw on Sabrina?
Plus 250 for her.
Oh, you pulled it up?
Yeah.
Plus 250?
Yeah.
Wow! You get $250 for every 100 you bet.
Bet
I'll
your
take
mortgage.
If I throw 1,000 on that, what is
That's
that?
2,500.
25. Yeah.
2,500.
Might throw a
Take
rack-
the wife on a
rack or two.
vacation.
Let me call Cheeks. Put Cheeks. Cheeks.
She's gonna say, as your financial advisor, bet on the other side.
Bet on Steph. Steph would probably give you like
Yo, Cheeks last bet didn't go too good. So,
$20 for every 100.
I mean, that's a good. I like underdogs, though, because they pay out pretty good.
I get you, bro, but there's a reason some underdogs are just not taken.
She did break his record, but again, is the 3-point line the same distance? I don't know.
closer.
Is
It
the
has
ball
to
the
be.
same? I don't
But
know.
even her,
It has to be even
break
competition.
But that's what I'm saying. But even her, so that plays against her because even her breaking the record or whatever, it was still closer and it was a smaller ball.
I'm not
Oh, so
for
you
this.
can-
I'm not for this woman bashing on my
The
pod.
WNBA line, it's like college. It's not a jab at them.
See,
It's
I
just
didn't
that's
know
the
that.
rules they
Yo,
play with. It's closer.
They'll beat all of us.
What?
The worst WNBA player will beat us.
100%.
1,000.
100%. But I could hit a baseball. So how about that? I could
Hitting
do
a
something.
baseball
I
is
could do
a-
something.
I was
90,
like, yo,
I could
I'll
do
get a
something
baseball.
90% of the
I
world
can hit
can't
a
do.
90 mile per hour fastball.
Exactly.
Can you do?
That's cool. You can throw that ball in the basket. Come do this.
Yo, go ahead. You made that 3 against me. Let's go to baseball. Let's see
Come
if
here.
you.
There we go.
Yo, so let's talk about All-Star Weekend. My boy got snubbed. He's not a starter. Jalen Brunson should have been a starter. Knicks fans, you suck
want
for
me to-
not voting.
You want me to run them off?
Let's go through the lineup. By the way, the East is gonna take this. By the way,
All right, we'll start with the West. Starting 5, we got Luka, Durant, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander,
Ooh, that's
LeBron,
nice.
and Jokic. The bench, the reserves is Booker, Curry, AD, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi, and Cat.
That's tough.
I think they got it perfect on the
Jesus
West.
Christ.
For the first time, like I don't got beef with none of that.
The only thing I have a weird problem with is for OKC to be doing so great, Chet didn't get no love.
You know, on the
OKC
bench.
just didn't get love.
But I don't think
Word.
Chet's doing great.
He's
They're
doing
the
great.
number 2 team in the West.
He's doing great.
All of them are doing great.
The Knicks beat
The
him,
starting
by the way.
5.
He's doing great. The Knicks beat him, by the way. But I don't think he's like reserve all-star level at this point. SGA, yes.
No, SGA is a superstar.
Okay.
Let's go to the East.
So
Booker
we got
and
Giannis.
Curry on the bench.
Yeah.
It's a squad, bro. It's a squad.
We got on the East, we got Giannis, Embiid, Halliburton, Damian Lillard.
Well, Embiid's not there. It was they
but
named
they haven't
Scotty
replaced him
Barnes,
yet, I think,
and they
right?
named is Scotty. The replacements are Scotty.
So you're
Barnes.
telling me Scotty Barnes over Chet? You see?
He's in the East now.
This is the
It
East,
doesn't
though.
matter. It's not East and West. It's captains that pick.
No, but this is it's not. It's East West.
It's
Yeah.
captains. It's
It's East West this year, Cabo.
So I
So,
don't think you
Did
can.
they go
Randall's-
back to that? It's still captains though.
No. It's East West.
So it wasn't LeBron versus Giannis because
No,
it has
no.
them here as that.
It's East West, and replacing Embiid and Randall is Scotty Barnes and I forgot the other player. Oh, Trae Young. So Trae Young
Young,
and
I
Scotty
did
Barnes.
So you see, he brings up a good point though, because the NBA is switching it up too much. They kept the captain thing, but then it's now East West.
It's East West. Yeah.
It's because nobody cares about the NBA's All Star
Right,
game.
but that's exactly the point.
We only care about the last
yeah,
5
but
minutes
now
of the
Chet
fourth
would have
quarter.
gone in.
I
under
just care
last
about who
year's
gets
rules.
selected.
Chet would have deadass gone in.
Chet would have gone in under last year's rules. So that's
Okay,
But this
but
year's
still-
East West, you can't.
because he's in the West now.
Yeah, because he's in
Okay.
the West.
okay. I see what you mean. He's blocked, I guess, at his position. There's a couple guys that I feel like still get picks off of just their popularity. Okay,
Steph.
so let's go back to.
The East.
We already got the starting 5 out of the way. Bam, Banchero, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson,
Bronze.
Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, and Julius Randle.
The West is going to win this game.
You know, I'll tell you one
yeah.
thing.
The bench of the East does not have a punch.
Yo, Rick, why is it so the Knicks got 2 players, so you must be happy about that.
This is
But-
first time in a really long time.
I know some people got beef with that though. Randall
Why?
getting in? Word?
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
27.
27.
What's he average? What's Randall's line?
I'll bring
That's
it
like
up.
Brunson's line.
Nah, he's at 27. I think 6 and 5.
He definitely has the most double-doubles this season.
Yo, he's
Oh, really?
He's out of control. Look at If this is the one time I'm gonna ask Cabo for his line, and I'm the first dude. Yo, Trey Randall, please. I can't take it. This dude dribbling down court like this.
Nah, so he's averaging 24, 9.2 rebounds, and 5 assists.
All right, my bad,
24.
Julius Randle.
24,
Damn.
9 and 5.
My bad, Julius
Sit your
Randle.
ass down. What you talking?
All right, my bad, Julius Randle. Shout out to Julius Randle.
But he's injured, so Trey Young gonna take his place.
Damn, you're gonna finish it with that. So he's injured, so he's not gonna play. All right, so
He's not
Trey
playing.
Young,
He's out.
Trey Young is he's a
Trey Young's
baller.
a Knick, future Knick. Can't wait for that.
you
Trey
want
Young.
Trey Young in the Knicks?
Young and Brunson in the backcourt. That's gonna create
That's like the
havoc.
smallest backcourt
Yeah.
in the NBA.
It
Who's
don't
going to play
matter.
defense?
It don't matter. We got Hart and we got OG playing D all day long.
You told me
and we
last-
got Mitch protecting the rim.
You told me last pod you didn't want Donovan Mitchell because who's going to do the ball handling, and now you want
Nah,
Trae Young.
I like Trey Young. He's younger. He can shoot better. I
You don't
kind
want-
of see him like a knockoff. He's like a Canal Street Steph Curry.
You know what it might be? I get that. I can rock with that.
Like he dead ass. Like I can't get Steph. I'll get this kid.
I can rock with that. Like the off-brand.
Off-brand joint.
He's the what is it? Wish or Timu?
He's definitely the
T-Mobile
wish.
ordering him from
He
Wish.
definitely the wish Steph Curry.
The
Definitely.
Wish Yo, Wish got a spot on one of the NBA jerseys.
It was the Lakers,
yeah,
but they don't
yeah.
have
It was
them
the
no more.
Lakers.
yeah.
Yo, the biggest franchise in the NBA. You
The
got
first year, they were like, "Oh,
Hey.
but what's Wish? That's some fake company." Nah. We can't. So I'm gonna say the West wins.
I got the West winning too.
After hearing the lineups,
I think it's the usual. They'll blow them out, and then last couple minutes they'll make a comeback, and it'll go back and forth. But West has to win that.
West is gonna win by like 15 points.
Unless I'm calling it now. If Jalen Brunson hits a game winner to beat the West, the whole NBA is rigged. They're trying to cash in on the New York media.
If Jalen
Brunson
wins the MVP,
see, where did you go from that? Oh, of this game, okay.
of the All-Star game, and he wins the three. He's in the 3-point contest.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, it's him, Halliburton, and a couple other dudes.
I got him.
Wait, Halliburton is back?
Yeah, he's participating in the 3-point contest.
You want me to read off the participants?
Yeah,
For the
I'm not
three?
impressed by the whole list, but go ahead.
We got Lillard, Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell,
dang.
Malik
Dame.
Beasley, Jalen Brunson, and Lauri Markkanen.
Dame top, yo, Dame got a
time.
chip. Dame been having a chip on his
don't
shoulders for 6
Don't
years.
sleep
like,
on
yo.
Lauri. That big
Yeah,
white
that's
boy,
the
Lauri
big dude from
Markkanen.
Utah, right?
Yeah, he could shoot.
He can shoot. He can shoot.
Dame winning it.
Yeah?
Dame
He's won it before, I think, right? Or not?
Yeah, I think he has, and I just think Dame just got a chip on his shoulder, man. He didn't get to go to Miami. He got to go to Milwaukee. He don't like it out there.
He got to win a chip this year, though.
So what?
He got his guy.
Does he have years?
I don't know. The expectation is chip or bust, right?
For who?
For
We beat
Dame.
Milwaukee,
Yeah, they
though.
just brought in Doc Rivers, which is the stupidest signing I've seen.
Mid-season.
Oh, y'all didn't agree with that?
Nah, I think
Y'all know he's coaching the All-Star game
yes, that's who. Yeah, they gave
after
him
3 games.
They gave him the red carpet rollout. I think he's one of the worst coaches ever.
Wow,
And
that's
they-
a hot take.
They
No,
got
he is.
him
Most overrated.
He is?
coach.
100%.
Dude,
It's not
he
even
coached
fair.
Philly, nothing happened. Coach Clippers, nothing happened.
He's only had one good season, which was when he won the chip with the
big three.
Celtics. But it was look at the team he had.
most overrated coach I've ever seen.
Really?
He had phenomenal teams over there in
Think
with
how
the
easy it
Clippers.
was for him in Boston. All right, Ray, I want you to stand at the 3-point line.
They literally
Wait for
made those
KG.
trades mid-season and won. They didn't even have to adjust. It was mid-season.
It wasn't mid-season?
Yeah, it was mid-season. They
And
won.
at the point that
and
they
they
got
made it back and lost to the Lakers.
Garnett, Garnett,
Garnett.
and at the
Ray
point they got
Allen.
Garnett and Ray Allen, right? They were already vets.
Yeah.
So you could plug those guys in any team, and they would have made a huge impact.
Yep.
Right.
Every play you see KG saying, "Yo, move forward, move back." There's Kevin
then Rondo-
Kevin Garnett don't get the respect I feel he ever deserved. As far as like defense,
one of the greatest
even
power
though
forwards.
like he was I think 2 or 3 time defensive player of the year. They've shown clips of KG
Yeah.
directing the defense, and it's just crazy the small details. He's like, "Yo, just shift your foot over this way, move 2 steps up, get up on his chest, do this, do that."
He had a high basketball IQ.
Yo, his IQ is insane. And you plug him and one of the greatest shooters of all time with Paul. I give Paul Pierce his flowers this one time. Paul Pierce could score.
Yeah.
Do I think he's top 25? No. But
He's top 75, though. He didn't make the 75?
he's in the 75, but he shouldn't be
he
there.
made the 75. Come on.
75. Who didn't make the 75? Did KG make this? He didn't make the 75.
I don't know.
Kevin Durant.
Paul Pierce is on there, but he's probably 75.
But he shouldn't be on there. Like, I think it was Durant that didn't make it.
No.
Hell
Hell yeah. Durant, definitely.
Some player did not make
Nah,
the
you agree
75.
Durant's top 25, bro.
Where I'm like, yo, like if it was Westbrook or somebody, I would swap that out.
Yeah, it might have actually been Westbrook.
It might have been Westbrook.
And
I
I'd take
remember
Westbrook
right.
any day of the week over.
But I
Paul
think
Pierce.
that's why I don't even pay attention to those lists because I feel like they just want the conversation to be started around the list. So you got to throw in a couple,
Right.
things to shock people. There's nobody that's gonna say Westbrook all time is not top 75.
Right.
You know who was on that list though?
Who?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. What number was he?
He deserves it.
I don't know, but he should have been top 10.
Yeah. Don't make me bring it up.
Should have been top 10. All right, so let's talk about NBA standings and the playoffs real quick. Where do we stand? I know my Knicks are in 3rd place in the East.
All right. So what I wanted to do with this one is I'm gonna give you guys a couple of the teams in the standings.
Okay.
And let's just see what we think how they're gonna end by the end of the season.
All right.
In the East, we got Celtics, Cavs, Bucks, Knicks. Top 4. Celtics, Cavs, Bucks, Knicks.
Cavs is second place.
Yes, sir. 5 games behind though. They're tied for second actually with the Bucks.
I'll give you. So my top 4 in the East is going to be Boston,
Okay.
Knicks, Milwaukee, Cavs, and Miami.
So you
at
think it's
5.
gonna stay like that and just rotate? You don't think nobody's gonna come in and take one of them out?
Absolutely not.
Knocking on the door, we got 76ers, Pacers, Magic, and Heat. AJ, what do you think?
You want to know what I really think?
Yeah,
I'm gonna disagree with my cousin.
100%.
I love him, but
Knicks number 2.
I think it's Celtics, Bucks, then everyone else.
Yep.
Like, there's
Yep.
a gap.
I'm sorry. Didn't we just beat the Bucks? Didn't we just beat the Celtics?
But none of that matters. You
Didn't
think
we
you
just
could?
beat
Yeah.
the
If
If the
Cavs?
season ended right now,
Didn't
you
we
think you
just
could beat them in the
OKC?
playoffs?
Didn't we
Are you
just-
bringing it up inconvenient facts?
No. All right.
Are you bringing up inconvenient
Yo,
facts?
you heard it here first. New York Knicks, second seed in the East.
Yeah, I got
What
them.
you heard?
I got them 4 or 5.
I got them 4 or 5.
I think they're actually gonna wind up playing the Cavs. I got the Cavs gonna be 4 or 5 with them.
That actually is what they should.
Cavs
They should
first
go
round.
for that because they could beat the Cavs. I think.
And we could beat
It'll be
Miami.
it'll be the same thing as last year.
I don't
Yo,
know.
let's-
You never
Jimmy-
bet against
Jimmy
Jimmy
might not
Butler.
be in Miami come tomorrow. So
He'll be there.
he's being shopped. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but he's being shopped.
All right.
So let's go to the West. Knicks number 2.
All right, so the West we got Thunder, Timberwolves, Clippers, Nuggets.
Wow.
Thunder and Timberwolves are tied for first.
Wow.
Oh,
Yo, the West, for as loaded as it is, we got 2 young teams at the top. We seen that before and how that ended.
The top 4 teams are actually only a half a game apart from each other.
Jesus. That's how loaded the West is.
You know who's the scariest team out West?
The Kings.
The Clippers.
I feel like
with
they're on
Kawhi, a
everybody's
healthy
radar.
Kawhi and Paul George, and you gotta give props. I know people hated on the Harden thing, but yo, they've been the best team with
No.
after Harden.
You give props to my boy.
The general manager, or the
Russ,
coach.
you give props
Oh, for
to
taking
Russ.
the bench role.
Russ
Yeah,
was like,
everybody-
I'll come off the bench.
Everybody
I'll-
playing their role.
I'll put
That
the points.
definitely worked.
And Russ was not the guy to. Russ don't need to be on the bench. He could be a starter easy on any.
Nah.
Russ still got it, bro.
Okay.
Don't hate on my boy.
He can't be a starter on any team.
Any other team?
No, he can't.
What?
Didn't even make the All-Star game, so that's like 4 teams right there he can't start on.
He's coming off the bench. Russ gonna win.
That's what I said, coming off the bench.
6th man of the year.
That's his
because he
new-
elected to.
That's his new
You
role.
telling me the Nets didn't want him
That's
to
his-
start?
Did you ever see when they tried to start Jamal Crawford on all the teams he played for? What happened?
But Jamal Crawford's a walking bucket.
He didn't do anything starting. What are you talking about?
Jamal Crawford.
He was awful as a starting player.
He dropped 56 points in his.
He
last
didn't
NBA game.
start. He came off the bench.
He's 2-time.
Scored
6th man of
50
the
off
year.
the bench. It wasn't a starter.
56
Off the bench.
Off the bench in his last NBA game.
Nah, he's a walking bucket.
He is.
100%.
I like the Clippers thing, but
They are the most dangerous team in a 7-game series. Because I think unless you got the Nuggets, I still got the Nuggets number 1.
Nuggets is 1, Sacramento is 2, and Sacramento is the surprising team to me.
Really?
No, they were there last year. They were number 2 team.
My boy, I don't.
You got
think,
no trust in Anthony Edwards right now?
I don't. Think,
No, that's Minnesota.
I do not have any trust in Anthony Edwards, and
Wow.
I don't think the Kings have hit their stride yet. That's the.
What about young OKC?
OKC's young? They'll make it to the playoffs, but they're inexperienced in the playoffs.
So who's knocking them out? Because they're figured to play who if it ended
If it
today.
ended right now, they're versing the Mavericks. Luka's not taking them out.
No, but the Kings.
So
will in the
Luka and
next round.
Kyrie won't take them out?
I think they would.
I don't think so.
I think they would.
Nah.
I think
Yo,
they would.
Luka and Kyrie, they got to do something. They can't get beat in
what-
the first round again.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Exactly. So you got to at
Exactly.
least.
But that's what I'm saying. What
And I think this year they're
literally
they're
haven't
learning how to
played-
play with each other.
they literally have not played one game together that made anybody look and be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, but they're learning.
I got to
Keep
I
learning.
understand what you're saying,
I gotta
but they're
agree with Kyle on
learning.
that.
They can't be on the floor together. Everybody knows that.
But how are you gonna do that if they're both starters?
But you have two different teams on one roster.
You're paying them
So
both.
you have
stagger them?
Kyrie's team and they have Luka's team. So
Both
Luka's not
pieces.
playing good. Let's run out Kyrie.
That's not how it works with those players and egos. You're paying these guys $50 million now with all these new TV deals.
You telling me you're getting $50 million?
And I'm gonna make you come off the bench because you can't figure out how to
Nah,
play
in the
with my
fourth
other
quarter,
star.
they're going to play.
There's no way.
Yeah, they're going to play.
Kyrie's a finisher though, and so is Luka.
My hot take, the way you said that the Lakers weren't gonna make it, my hot take is the Mavs don't make the playoffs again.
Wow.
Wow.
Again. Wow. And just to double down on it, it won't be because of Luka. It'll be because of the other guy.
Wow.
Well, I agree with you on the Kyrie.
It'll definitely
And
be
you
because
I
know
love
what?
Kyrie, bro. I'm not going to hate on him on this.
No,
podcast.
Kyrie's a cancer. I don't think Luka could ever play with another superstar. That's
No,
my
it's
hot
not.
take.
It's not him. I'm telling you, it's not him.
Wow.
100% him.
There's no
He
way
needs
that.
the ball that much.
He needs the ball that much.
How do
Really?
you come to these conclusions?
He
look,
averages like 10
look
assists.
at the track record.
You're talking to the basketball savant.
Yeah, but look at Kyrie's
If
track
Stephen
record.
A. Smith wouldn't be on ESPN, it'd be me.
Kyrie's
With
track
that
record.
fucked up ass hairline.
He got ran out of Cleveland. He was a cancer in the locker room, into the players, into the media. Went to Boston. It was great for the first year, and then he became a cancer
Horrendous.
there. He could have been there his whole career.
And he was a cancer.
Had to get rid
in
of him
Brooklyn.
there. Goes to Brooklyn, assembles a team, and then we give him everything. Still a cancer, even a bigger cancer. And now he goes over there, which I just want to remind everybody listening. Last year when Kyrie got traded to the Mavericks, Luka was, that day, he was still number one for MVP voting, and they were in the playoffs as the number 5 seed. They ended up not getting MVP
Your boy came
and
with
not making the
facts.
playoffs.
Okay.
So it can't be Luka. Luka was literally on his way to the playoffs last year, perfectly fine by himself. With Porzingis.
So my sleeper pick for me in the West is the Kings, in the East is the Knicks.
I like the Kings pick.
Me, well, this is not going to be too controversial, but in the playoffs, I think experience
You say Lakers,
wins.
I'ma slap you.
No, I'm not going to say the Lakers. I'm not going to say my Lakers. I mean, we will be a problem in the playoffs if we're healthy with AD
think
and
so.
LeBron. We will be a problem. But
Bounced by
if
OKC.
I had to pick, if I had to pick, it'll be Denver. Denver still got it. You got to beat the champ, you know, to say otherwise, to bet against them.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is not.
My sleeper pick, though.
Sleeper
pick will be. I'm gonna stick with the Clippers, man. The other, the uglier sister in LA.
I mean, if having Kawhi, PG, and Russ and Harden is the ugliest sister, I'll take the ugly sister every day.
Yo,
of the
I
week.
mean, they don't even got their own arena. That's what I'm saying.
You
that,
think
that arena is gonna be fire.
you think
The new one?
anybody?
Yeah.
You think anybody in the West is threatened by the Timberwolves?
Yo, that's crazy because none of us mentioned them. I will say I'm a big fan of Anthony Edwards.
He's great. Yeah,
I think he has the makings of being a superstar.
Yeah, 100%.
Cat is balling. You know?
He is. But it's almost like
the
it's
difference
can't-
maker
and
this
it's
year.
almost
But
like it's
that's-
pointless. Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say. I
Rudy.
feel like
Yo,
Rudy.
but that is the biggest thing.
Cat scored 60 something and they lost.
You're right. That's not a good look. But the
It's
biggest
Rudy.
thing there is
The way
Rudy.
Rudy's been
Is
playing.
Rudy. By the way, he should get Defensive Player of the Year. Right?
He should, but he's still not worth all,
You know,
all the
he-
picks they gave
The
up. for.
thing with Rudy is
It'll be his fourth. He'll tie for the most of all time.
the thing with Rudy is now I think he just gets a rep of he does all the things right with the defensive intangibles that are not recorded. Because if you look at his stats compared to like a Wemby,
Right.
Wemby's smoking him in blocks, steals, rebounds.
Yeah,
So it's
sent
like,
me this.
so how could you give
Yeah.
Gobert the
Look at what he's done. He's taken
But-
it from last to like first.
but those don't come into the stats.
Right.
That's the thing. We
Intangibles.
see it. If you're watching it, you see it. You see his defensive presence is a big difference maker.
he does
but he
have
don't
a,
have the stats
a
to
high
prove it.
defensive
So
rating.
I'm gonna
I
tell
think
you a
it's like the
stat that
highest.
you don't see on the sheet. So with Rudy in the lineup, Cat doesn't have to play the 5.
Right.
He could play the 4. He's harder to guard, and Cat's got a 40. He's 42, 43 from 3, I think, this year. His 3 is
crazy.
is up there right
For
now.
a 7-footer? Yeah.
Yeah, and his shot is way better. So he could play at the 4, kind of like the situation with Carmelo. When the Knicks put him at power forward, Carmelo was unstoppable. They couldn't touch him.
Right. No, I remember that.
So Rudy's the X factor. He's playing the 5 so well, and it's just alleviating Cat to just score.
I think the jury's still out on them, but I think the emergence of Anthony Edwards as a superstar and combine that with Rudy Gobert,
I wouldn't say he's a superstar.
I wouldn't
He's
say
on
that
his
either.
way.
To me, he
He's
got to
on his
prove it
way.
in the
He's on his
playoffs.
way.
I think he's 2
He
years
gotta,
away.
he got to prove it in the playoffs.
He's like 2 years away.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the Minnesota team will make the playoffs, but I don't think they're ready to make like
Their
real
second
noise.
round, they're gone.
That's what I got.
I don't know because first round they might bump into the Lakers.
I think they could.
I
It'll
think
be
they
a
beat the
7-game
Lakers.
series.
In a 7-game series, they beat the Lakers.
I don't know
Yeah?
about that.
They don't have the firepower.
I don't think it
Lakers.
goes 7.
Who? Oh my God.
Who? LeBron.
LeBron.
What do you mean who?
Yo, we gotta. I can't wait for playoffs. We betting on all these shits.
I feel like when we start the cameras, Rick forgets about the last
we
20
betting
years
on
of
all these
sports.
shits.
Yeah.
We betting on all these shits.
You would lose. You're a Knicks fan. You were betting on getting
Betting on
LeBron
all
in the
these
trades.
shits. We betting on all these shits.
You would
LeBron,
lose.
LeBron gonna be a Knick for 2 games when we draft Bronny.
Yo, I think the Knicks might draft Bronny.
Just to get LeBron. Like,
Yeah.
yo, finally. Yo,
Any
Bron,
team will
they
do
say-
that.
Yo,
They
Bron,
saying-
you 60. At least just give us like, 1 game, 5
were
minutes.
saying
Yo,
that-
from a business standpoint, I'd do it.
Because of his that heart thing that had happened with Bronny,
Bronny?
that his draft stock is now
Has dropped.
it's dropped and it's not
Really?
gonna ever go back up to a certain spot. So it's
Yeah,
almost
for
like
real?
Yeah.
it's almost like a
Because he's
free
not getting
fall
the minutes
now.
he was normally gonna get.
Because
Really?
they're saying that
Isn't he a starter at USC?
No,
no, not no more.
not no more. He
So I-
would have been, but he's
Yeah.
got a condition. He's got
They got minute
prove
loads and
that
everything
he got
on
a
him
minute
now.
restriction and everything.
So they're saying that his draft stock has now fallen to the point where he can now go to a team that is actually already in playoff contention. Because it's usually the worst teams that are in the beginning of the draft. He's now projected to go, I think, in the second round.
Knicks.
So it's almost like anybody can just
First
use a
pick,
second
second
round pick to try to grab him up real quick because
And
you
you
know
get LeBron.
You get LeBron.
Entice LeBron.
It's not even enticed.
He's not even enticed.
Yeah,
he said it.
This is gonna be one of the other ones that we're gonna go back in two years from now and be like, look, Gaba told you.
No, Kaba, he got no choice.
It's on record.
You
He
can't
signed
wait.
his contract for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna opt out his if I remember this
This year,
correctly.
next year.
If I remember this correctly, LeBron's day to opt out of the Lakers is 2 days before the draft of next year, which is when Bronny's eligible.
Bronny's eligible this year if he declares himself.
He's
Yeah,
not
but I
gonna
don't
play.
think-
But he's not gonna do it.
He's
I don't
not.
think he
No. He's not doing it.
Even worse now with the heart condition because he can't put in
Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
the time.
He's gonna go over there, stay 1 more year. LeBron, if my dates are correct, June 24th, LeBron will announce his free agency. June 26th, Bronny will be drafted.
This year,
June,
next year?
Next year.
Next year.
June 27th, we're gonna start seeing LeBron is going to. I picked the Kings.
And he says Kings. I say
I think it's fitting. LeBron King James goes back to the Kings to end his career. I like that.
Okay.
goes to the King. Well,
I'm going to hold out for the Knicks.
this Cavs, I'm holding out for the Knicks too, but this Cavs talk coming out,
Nah,
finishing out.
Nah,
he did what he needed to do out there, I think.
But him and Bronny,
it's not
in
Gilbert
hometown?
anymore, right?
Huh?
Unless LeBron is working the angle to own the team.
Right.
Which,
I don't know if it's still Dan Gilbert's,
He
but if
would
it is
want
Dan
that.
Gilbert, he'll never sell it to LeBron.
yeah, but he would, that makes sense to me. I'm LeBron, you getting me points on the team,
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah, there's been talks that LeBron's also involved in all the teams that are.
Well, LeBron,
popping up
LeBron
in-
owns Liverpool. He owns a piece of the Red
Yeah.
Sox.
Yeah.
And he
But
owns
they're saying that he
owns
also-
a soccer franchise.
Yeah, they're saying he owns a piece of the Las Vegas team that's supposed to be happening. I don't know if it was
The
Oakland.
A's?
I don't know if it was at the Athletics or somebody else, but he's also like in the minority group for one of those buyings.
Well, he's in definitely Liverpool, definitely the Red Sox, and he has a soccer team just like KD, like a MLS. He has stake in a because KD owns the Seattle Soccer Football Club.
Oh, I didn't know.
He owns
Yeah.
a piece of them.
And they're going to
What moves?
introduce, in the next like 5 years, they're going to introduce 2 more NBA teams. It'll be one in Seattle and one in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be
It'll be one in Seattle
Seattle's
and one in
been-
Vegas. And
Vegas is blown
LeBron
up.
And
will
Vegas
be
is
the
blown up,
owner
yeah.
of that Vegas team,
Vegas got a football team,
but it won't be right away because he'll still be in the league.
a hockey team that's won the cup and been to the cup, and they're
That
2
would
years
be a
old.
great start for Bronny.
It'll be fresh franchise.
Yeah, where he's always going to be haunted by his father's name, but a fresh
Yeah.
start can only help.
And
But I think that's the reason why LeBron wants to play with him so bad, because I can shield him from everything.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to shield him forever.
Yeah, but while I'm
Nice.
shielding him for that year or two that I'm going to stay in the league to do that, he'll learn how to maneuver without me.
You know what it is?
Look at Marcus Jordan. Like, the best he could do is
That's
be with
different. That
Larsa
guy was
Pippen.
born with no talent.
Yeah, but
That guy tapped out at like preschool gym.
isn't he dating
Larsa
Scottie
Pippen,
Pippen's
yeah.
wife?
Yeah, that's
Well,
why he
they're
had
gonna
to
get
do
married.
that. That's why he did that, because Scotty's kids is about to go into the league. Scotty got 2 kids about to be in the league, and he's like, damn, this is what I'm
Oh
doing.
my god!
Yo, so Marcus Jordan is gonna be the stepfather to Scotty's kids, just like Mike was Scotty's
Yeah.
pops on the
All right,
Bulls.
hey, all right.
All right, the Super Bowl is happening. Me and Cabo, we put our predictions in with scores. Give me your thoughts on the Super Bowl.
I'm predicting a high-scoring game. 35,
God damn.
25.
Double dust.
Yo, we
Chiefs.
Me and
Chiefs.
Cabo.
Okay,
Chiefs.
so we all
Yeah,
Chiefs.
You're all
you can't get bet against this.
Yeah, it's the rule of betting. You don't bet against Mahomes.
You don't bet against.
I think what I say. I said 21-17, and Cabo said 19. I think it was 19.
Oh, yeah, I got a
I
close
got
game.
19-14, yeah.
Dude, the Niners defense is no joke. So,
No, it isn't. But
and I got Taylor Swift winning the Super Bowl MVP.
she probably should be. She's probably going to distract somebody. But if anything, that would distract
winning
Kelsey.
that. She went, nah. He performing in the playoffs. He's showing out now. That's why his brother jumped out the thing. He's,
Y'all think that
How much
relationship
longer do
is
you
for
think
real?
he has with that?
Yo, so I said this on my Instagram.
Y'all think that relationship
I
is
think that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Super Bowl, he wins the trophy.
real? Yeah.
Then they break up like March, April.
Yeah, it don't make
Then
sense.
she goes back into the studio, writes another
The
album.
breakup album.
The breakup album.
The problem with Rick's
Songs
scenario
about Trav.
is
Yo, songs. The name of the album is Songs About Trav, right?
His
then
number
she goes
is
on
the name of
tour,
the CD.
or 87 songs about 87, whatever it is, because she's about to drop an album
Yo,
It don't make
about her
sense.
ex.
it just don't make sense.
Why not?
She's a walking economy, right?
Bro, but
she's
she
literally
needs
hold on.
heartbreak.
She's literally she doesn't. She's making more money just going
How about
to
she's dropping the album about her ex-boyfriend again?
she's going and making
Yeah.
more money by going to her current boyfriend's football games than doing what she was doing before. Not the touring part, but doing whatever she would have been doing now, going on interviews and all that shit. There's no way that the NFL
I got you right now.
and also when you ask me if I think that this is real, I think it's real for her.
Really?
I think Travis Kelce 100% did that as a joke and it worked.
I deadass think
he
the
was like, you
commissioner
know
of
what?
the NFL was like, yo,
And I
we
think
need you at these games,
I think
Taylor.
the
That's a crazy
NFL
angle.
it's in the
We got
best.
a handsome white boy for you. And then she looked at his picture. She was like, oh, my God, he is pretty. He's cute. And then at first, it was just like a business thing. And I think now she's OD into him,
Okay.
right?
How y'all made
But
this
songs
that
about
determination though?
Songs,
Hold on,
because this
hold
lady's
on.
haunting my life now. Songs about
I think we
Trav,
should call
September 2024
a woman
dropping.
and ask.
Get the album. What?
You guys participate in like the Super Bowl bets, like the crazy parlay stuff? Like what
I
color
do
is
the
the
boxes.
Gatorade?
I love the boxes.
No, but that's just score. I mean, like what color the Gatorade is, how long are they going to sing the national anthem for,
Coin flip.
Yeah,
Jersey
you guys ever
colors.
do
I
any
didn't
of
even
those?
know
Yeah.
that was a thing. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait a
yeah.
minute.
Super Bowl's like the best
Swear to
time
God,
for
it's
betting.
crazy.
Right now on DraftKings, I could put what?
Yeah, I don't know if they put it up yet.
Whatever the
but
color of the Gatorade that they dump on the coach.
yeah, of the winning team, you could bet that. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I usually throw those in.
I'll take a look at it, but
You know, here's an interesting bet for DraftKings, Prize Picks, whatever. Holla at me, FanDuel. Taylor Swift's outfit for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they'll probably have that like the color or something.
no way.
What lipstick she wears?
They do that, yeah. They'll be
y'all
what?
messing with me.
How long is Usher
think I'm
perform
playing?
certain songs for?
Who's coming out for? Yo, they do the halftime stuff too.
Yeah, who's coming out for Usher?
And on the commercials.
How long is certain commercials? Yeah, that's just great. They'd be like, how long is the Dorito commercial?
I'm hyped about this Arnold Schwarzenegger commercial with State Farm.
I think I saw one already, so he's gonna top that.
He's on a commercial. He previewed it with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Where he was playing around like, no, this is a movie. It's 60 seconds long. is going to be between the second quarter and the first quarter of the Super Bowl.
That's a good impression.
Chiefs all day. How many touchdowns?
I told you it's going to be a couple. They're saying that it's going to be a low
We got
scoring.
35-25. We got low scoring.
You think Kelsey scores a touchdown and then points at
Wait,
Taylor?
wait, wait. So no, I don't want to
blows
talk
a
about
kiss at
Taylor
her.
Swift no more. How long do you think Travis has to still perform at this level? He's not young. He's like 35 now.
I think he's got 2 solid seasons of football.
2
One more
after this,
One more at that elite level, and then
a branch off year, but it's still a solid one.
Yeah, solid year, and then that's it. That's what I see.
I think if you're a betting man, 2 years. Because, I mean, he could probably play after that, but barring any injuries. But I think
Why would you? If he wins now, that's 3 rings. Almost.
Yeah, but
all
I think he should go out on top.
But the game looks still so easy for him. Just got
It
those
is.
right in the bread basket. You just got to truck
Mahomes,
somebody.
As long as Mahomes,
That's
throwing
another
to me.
thing. As long as Mahomes is there, he's going to be
Yeah,
there
that's why I look at it, because Mahomes is there for
As long as Mahomes is throwing
15
to him.
years.
That's a good take. I think, if that's the case, but all it takes is one injury. Now, he's
Yeah.
a big guy and whatever, but
Yeah, especially in the later years, one injury could just be that's it, done.
and he's at a athletic position. where
Yeah,
you
but I
need your
think he
body.
does a very good job of, first of all, keeping himself in shape, and I don't think he's ever suffered any major injuries.
Yeah.
Now that I'm saying that, the dude's gonna go down at the first play of the Super Bowl. But
Nah.
Y'all think he's at first ballot?
Yeah.
100%.
I actually think
100%?
he's. Y'all don't want to hear my hot take.
Go ahead.
I think he's better than Jerry Rice.
What?
I think he's the greatest receiver to play the game.
I wouldn't argue
What?
that.
Wait a minute.
I think
wouldn't argue.
he
Isn't
has
he
the
a tight
numbers.
end?
Yeah, but he has more numbers than Jerry Rice.
He does.
Really?
Yeah, that's
He
why I
already
think it's
broke
that
all
impressive.
of Gronk's numbers.
Everything.
He broke Gronk's number.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
He broke Gronk's number.
Yeah,
Yo, you don't know about my boy Trav, man.
that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
I'm
You
gonna
don't know
do
about
some
my boy.
research.
Why you think the NFL called Taylor like, yo, you need to date Travis Kelce?
All right. I'll look him up. Really? Gronk? Just like that?
Yeah,
Him
well,
and
also remember
Mahomes.
Gronk took out like 3 years of his career.
And but him and Mahomes passed Brady in the playoffs. For most
So Travis is on right now. His path is greatest TE of all time.
all time.
Well, no. I think right now his path is I'm already the greatest. If he retired today,
What?
he's the greatest tight end ever.
Yep.
I think now he's going to play to be the greatest
For
receiver.
wide receiver? Oh my god!
The greatest receiver, period. And I think he has the numbers
passed
to back
Tony
it up.
Gonzalez years ago.
Yeah, he passed all those guys.
No, yeah, Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, because Gronk probably passed him.
Yeah,
but
he passed them.
Gronk to me was the greatest tight end I've seen play.
so have I. Yeah.
And I think Kelsey's better.
Until Kelsey, until you
All
really
right.
look at Kelsey.
see what happens.
Gronk
and I
was
think
more
George
brute.
Kittle was a pretender.
Yeah, I call that. He was supposed to be Kelsey 2.0. And they versed each other, and Kelsey was like, let me show you.
Where are you? Like
I had
he's-
all that
it'd
personality
be
he
some
had
shit,
and
though, if
everything
George
was gone.
shows up in that Super Bowl.
I hope so, with his long hair and stuff, but he just don't look like he got that. He's not that
He don't got-
personality no
you know,
more.
Kelsey got that face, but I think he got a dog in him. That's why I think he's that good. Like,
Well,
he
it's that,
really-
and it's also whenever the cameras are put on the Kelsey brothers, they're just really lovable guys.
yeah, but they still like them dudes.
No, they're dogs.
Dogs.
They dogs. But they just really relatable, hardworking guys
I
that
got
people
like,
just love.
Jason Kelsey gives me like crazy hardwood. Like, and he's an Eagle. I'm a Giants fan.
Oh my god!
Like,
How you even get
how
that?
you not? How you
The
not
big
gonna like-
brother, the big brother retired, right?
Yeah, that's what he's
It's
talking
not
about. That gives
official.
him
It's not
hardwood.
official, but
No,
he
yeah,
gives
yes,
me
it is.
hardwood though. Like, I Jason Kelsey on the Giants. Oh, that's a fantasy.
He retired.
Fantasy. Just one season. Let my quarterback touch his ass. And
Should
just
we
warm
talk
up the
about your
hands.
quarterback?
No, we should.
Giants?
We should. We should.
All right.
Let's talk about a little bit of MLB. That's your forte.
Yeah.
So Cano recently did an interview not bashing the Giants the Yankees front office, but talking about the ins and outs of how he ended up in Seattle.
Really?
So I didn't play the audio for you. Basically, the gist of the interview, he's talking about how him and Rock Nation, they approached the Yankees. They expressed his value in their point of view, and the Yankees expressed, okay, we kind of agree with you, Let's have a second meeting. Let's powwow. So between the first and second meeting, the Yankees had signed Ellsbury, Gardner. There was a third player. I think it might have been Hicks.
I don't want to say it was Hicks, but because I think we gave Hicks money afterwards. But just those two alone, we definitely overpaid Ellsbury even at the time. And Gardner, everybody loves Gardner, but he was always
sure we signed Ellsbury before?
Yeah.
No, that was definitely the same year. We signed Ellsbury.
Cano talks specifically about Jacoby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because Jacoby got a decent chunk of money.
It's basically like now, like how they still don't want to make any big moves because they have to make sure that they have enough money to sign Soto without any problems.
Oh, my God.
So it's almost like that, but then the Yankees
like
were like, you know
Alonso.
what? We'll dip into that Cano pile that we have stashed away and give some to Ellsbury, and that was the wrong move.
That was definitely the wrong move.
Cano talks about in the second meeting when he went, they made him an offer. It was really low. It was nowhere near what they originally discussed. And they said, this is what we have. If you get something better, good luck. And he talked about, he went back and he had a discussion with his agent.
Yeah.
And he expressed how much he wanted to stay in New York and how much he loved New York. And then when they were going to meet with Seattle, before they went to Seattle, they called the Yankees. The Yankees said, the last offer we made you, we can't even give you that offer because we've spent some more money.
Really?
So, yeah. So if you get something that what you're looking for, good luck. Now, Cano took less money with Seattle.
Wait, Cano took what? Less money with Seattle?
$1 million less.
Yeah, it was $1 million less per year. But he had more years, I believe it was, than in Seattle.
With the Yankees?
Than the Yankees
offered him less years, but it was $1 million more
per year.
Yeah.
All right, so you know I'm a huge Yankee fan.
Okay.
I already feel how you feel, bro.
All right, I'm a
I
huge
know
Yankee
Rick does
fan.
too.
So this is a weird one because I didn't know all that, but I have to see it though.
Nobody really, and this is according to Robbie. The meetings took place with Hal and Brian.
I feel like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like this has always been the story that's been circulating for years since that happened.
Well,
but this is the first time somebody involved confirmed it.
This is the first time he spoke about it, but the story was that Hove had the guaranteed money from Seattle, and he kind of persuaded Cano to go to Seattle.
Yeah, the story
he was
here
with
in New
Rock
York.
Nation.
Yeah, but that was Hove's first major client, but it turns out that wasn't the full scope because Cano,
right?
And
I had brushed that one off to the side.
You being Jay-Z and you being Rock Nation, it makes more sense for you to have your star in New York.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I brushed that off to the side because by the time the same exact situation happened with Derek Jeter a couple of years later, I was like, oh, okay, this is how post-George the Yankees move in free agency.
Their business practice.
It's more of like hey, we're the Yankees. You should want to be here and or get paid less, almost like give us a discount to be here because we're the Yankees. And you know what? If you want to chase the money, go ahead.
For them, past accolades and awards and championships didn't matter. So what they did with Derek was, and he talked about it on the doc, was they used his numbers and compared his numbers. It was Tulowitzki.
Yeah, Troy Tulowitzki.
So who was the free agent? And they said, well, this is what Tulu would get.
Tulo was a beast at that time.
This is what you would get.
Yeah. Oh, I get what they're saying.
Fast forward both of their careers.
Yeah.
Troy goes to Boston eventually, and his career fizzles out after a couple months.
He went to the Blue Jays.
No, Troy had like
Troy
had like 5
Boston.
years. Yeah, he did end up in Boston at some point. But Troy had like 5 years where he was just the best.
He was dominant.
At his
Yeah, in Colorado at the
but
altitude
already
and everything.
5 rings.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. It's the fact that it's Derek. They tried to do the same exact thing to Judge.
Yeah. Before we started this episode, I was telling, because Soto's now the piece.
They're not going to do it to him.
They cannot play games with him.
No, they're not going to do it. You know why?
Because he's going to have options.
Because I think it was like, okay, Jeter, we know he wants to be here. He's the captain. The Yankees love him. So I think we could play with that and try to get a better deal for ourselves. Same thing with Judge. Hey, look,
Yeah, but
you've already
Judge
been here. We
didn't
got this
have
position
multiple
for you.
options. It was San Francisco, New York.
But that's the only options he wanted, so
Yeah.
it didn't matter. That's his hometown versus where he's playing.
Juan is going to be 26,
Yeah.
free agent, MVP.
The team across
Series
town,
champion.
the team
Who,
in the
Soto?
same town.
Yeah,
is gonna
Soto.
have- The team in
No,
the
yeah,
same
they're not gonna-
town.
they're not
the
gonna
Mets
play
It's
are
going to
still
be
gonna go
blank
after.
check negotiations with Juan.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it stalls for a long time because you know what I'm actually
he'll
seeing.
sign like March.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna say. I think it stalls a long time.
Because there's going to be a lot of bidders.
The
Also, y'all
longer-
saying we sign him before the season starts?
Yep.
right before, yeah. But I think I think that
I think
plays
he stays a Yankee.
Yeah.
But I think it takes a
How
while.
much? How much?
450.
I'll be honest with you. I think Juan.
450?
Yeah.
I think Juan.
Between 450 480.
This is what the Yankees don't want.
The worst thing
He's-
already happened.
First of all, he set the record already in the arbitrations, 31 million.
Yeah.
I think the same thing happens with the Judge scenario. Juan goes out this year, puts up.
Really?
It's a smaller ballpark. than
Yeah.
Oh,
San
yeah,
Diego.
absolutely.
His
He's
numbers
gonna
at
rake.
Yankee Stadium are
He's
crazy.
gonna
It's gonna be
Yeah.
insane.
He's gonna rake.
Then Juan's like, okay, let's talk now, and I think they go.
I don't think we're that for,
But-
for that
Wait, wait,
reason
wait, wait.
alone. We should sign him before the season.
He's not gonna though.
Well, that's the
Scott
same thing
Boras
with
won't do
Aaron.
it. Scott Boras doesn't do that.
Had Aaron signed before the season, it was the Yankees would have saved $100 million because
Yes.
I think it was 280,
Yeah,
260.
he bet on himself.
He bet on himself.
Soto already declined a $440 million contract.
Yes, so
Years
that's
ago.
why.
Years ago.
Like 2 years ago. Yeah.
That's why.
He wants 500, bro.
That's why I think he gets.
But I don't think-
550, 560, close to 600.
I think that's what he's
I
gonna
don't
look
think he's
for.
worth
And he
that money.
sets
Yes.
the market.
I think
I don't
that's what
think he's worth that money.
I
But
think
he
there's a,
sets the
Only
market.
Otani is worth that kind of money, man.
Otani didn't get paid for that. He didn't get paid for that. Otani got 300 for pitching and 400 for hitting.
Yeah.
And he deserves it.
No, that's what he deserves, which is why I think Soto will get 450 to 480.
But I think he wants that five.
I think
do
Juan is
think-
the first 500.
But I think what's happening now, and I've been thinking about this a lot with the whole Snell situation, I think the owners and the GMs have gotten together after the Otani stuff and all the shit that the Dodgers are pulling.
They're like,
And
yo,
I
we
think
can't
they're
do
like,
this.
yo, we can't raise the numbers. It's because we keep doing this and it's only going to benefit certain teams that are pulling out stuff like this. So I think they're like, yo, what is Snell going to do? I get you want 270, but if your highest thing is 160, the season's going to eventually start. And if you don't got no other offers, now you come back to the table, yo, I'll take 160. Guess what? We only got 135 for you now.
120 now, Papa.
You know? So I do think that they're all trying to play more hardball with the players, with the money going up, which is why I think that he'll be
Can't do that to
knocking
Juan,
on.
though.
But
which is-
Otani just blew it up.
But he plays two positions, so
Different, though.
nobody could bring
He plays
his
two
his thing.
positions, and Otani deferred the money. That's why he went to 7.
Right.
I think had he not deferred so much
You think
money,
Boras is going to go in with that argument?
I think
What?
That, he's two players, or he's going to
Well,
be like, yo.
no, because the representatives for the Dodgers came out and said, they were like, yo, it's 300 for the pitching and it's 400 for the batting. That's what they estimated his worth about. That's how they got to the 700 number. So everybody was like, 550 and it jumped to 700. That's why.
I think
He wants 500.
I think Juan gets the 5. I
think he gets close.
I think he gets more than 5. I think he gets
If-
550.
If he
Telling
gets
you.
five
And it's gonna be
from the
first 10-year
Yankees,
contract the Yankees give out in a while.
if he gets 5 from the Yankees, I think that the Yankees, that means to me that the Yankees legitimately thought that he would walk. That's what I think.
I think he gets 5 from them they give him the 10 years because in 10 years he'll be 35, 36.
Still,
Yeah, he'll be
still could be a
36.
good player.
Still could be a good player.
Well, he 36 in baseball. You figure, all right, I just finished my prime almost for
Yeah.
a player of his caliber.
That's the thing with Juan. He's
Not only that,
so
I will
dumb.
say, when you play in New York, and he's tailor-made from New York, he's Dominican, the fan base is going to adore him. He has protection. He has he has a top 5 player
It's
protecting
literally a
him.
perfect situation.
It's
for him.
perfect. He's a lefty. Pull the ball. I think he should pull the
We
ball
saw
more.
the game where he got called up 2 home runs in 1 inning.
He should pull the ball more this year if he can.
Juan's going to be at 310, 35 to 40 home runs.
I think he's 40 plus
with
homers.
100 and
Yeah, I got 40 and 110. And for batting, I don't got him in the threes.
I
got
think
him
he's
like
going to
at
show it
290.
all. I think he's going to go 310.
290's 100%, over 300.
I think he goes 310, 305.
Yeah.
30 to 40, 35 to 45 home runs, 110 ribbies, and
100 walks.
I think he
Less than
steals
100
40
strikeouts.
bags too.
40?
No.
Yes,
You out of your
I
mind.
think he shows it all off.
The Yankees don't even attempt to steal bases.
I'm
play
gonna
Moneyball.
tell you this.
Yeah. They
play
I
Moneyball.
think Juan is aiming to have like a 2007 Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah, but nobody needs
Who gets the MVP? Judge
Judge
or him?
Judge.
The problem is this: you're gonna get stolen bases from Juan, and you're gonna get average from Juan.
Yeah, but nobody.
Judge bats 300.
Yeah, I was
will
gonna
have
say Judge
more
Judge
home
bats
run- Judge
higher
will
than
have
him.
more home runs
Judge
and
could
more
hit
RBIs.
70 homers.
Judge will have everything higher than him except for probably they'll
The
be
average
close in
and the
walks.
stolen bases and the walks.
The walks will be close because they both do have a phenomenal eye. RBIs are going to be the same. Home runs, Judge will have more.
And ribbies.
Average, Judge will have more.
You know what I love about this conversation? Look at all
Yankees.
everything you're saying about two Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's on. It's his to
And
lose
that's
now
not
at
even
this
I
point.
love
counting.
it.
That's not even counting Stanton's 70 whatever games he plays, and he still.
You think
hits 20.
Stan got a chip on his shoulder and he's going to give us something?
I think Stan gives 25 home runs this year and 90 ribbies. Minimum.
How many games does he play, though?
That don't matter. You'll end up the season with Stanton. 25,
I'll tell you this: the
90.
games that Stanton
He did
misses,
that last year.
the
And
game,
he didn't play.
the game.
So if he does play, he's more than
He
25
does that
homers.
shit on his sleep.
he don't have to play as much now with Verdugo and stuff being in the lineup. I think the only difference this year with Stanton is the games that he misses, they won't be due to injury.
We do
It'll
need
just
him
be
in the
getting
playoffs.
Resting.
We need him in the playoffs.
100%. He'll
And
be
I
there.
think he'll be available this
think
time
so?
because they have the pieces
100%.
to
Yeah.
let him rest.
You know, a lot
Listen.
of people ain't talk about the defensive outfielder that we got with the Soto trade. I don't know his name. No, this
Trent Grisham.
Grisham.
Yeah, Grisham. That's a good pickup. too.
Platinum glove. Yeah. Platinum
Problem
glove
is-
center fielder.
And I told you this when we were walking back from the store. I don't think they did enough in the pitching wise.
I get that, but
I mean, right now, healthy, we got
that's what I
a
was gonna
squad.
say. We got to see what happens with people coming back from their health because everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, our pitchers." Yeah, but we were missing 2 starters.
This dude's getting a lot of hate,
Rodon.
rightfully so. Rodon, yep, Rodon. But we got to give him an opportunity.
Yeah,
Do we not?
You're not doing that.
You can't get any worse than that. So he will come back and play.
Right? I mean, he got to earn that money. Come on.
He'll come back
and
and,
then
do
Corbin
well.
Burns just went to the Orioles, which makes it a lot.
doesn't-
That is
and
a game
Baltimore
changer.
is going to be good for.
Yeah.
You know what I liked about? First of all, it sucks because Baltimore got sold when me and Cabo were doing the last episode. We literally like wrapped up and we saw that the team was sold. Cal Ripken Jr. now owns a piece of the Baltimore Orioles, and I
Oh,
think
a word?
that's fire.
That's dope.
Because
Baltimore don't make the playoffs this year.
What?
they make the playoffs.
That's my prediction. They don't.
Really?
I think they win the division.
Out of our division, it's gonna be Yankees win the division.
I think Baltimore wins.
Toronto is right on our ass.
I don't think
that's
so.
it.
They didn't do enough. They got IKF, and they got
They're just a solid team.
This one, I disagree with Kyle on this one. I think I go with Rick.
Baltimore's too loaded.
I think
man.
Baltimore's loaded.
I think they're
bro.
just
And
still
when
too
Jackson
young.
Holiday gets called up,
And Burns is a dog.
Burns is a beast too.
I listen, the Burns thing, that's a great trade. I watched a video that showed he was there at home eating at the dinner table with his wife, and he got a phone call. He looked at his phone, and so was the GM. And he looked at his wife, and he goes, "They just traded me." And she was like, "How do you know?" He's like, "I know." He put it on speaker, listened to the whole spiel, and they're like, "You're traded to Baltimore."
Wait, he didn't want that?
He didn't have a say.
Really?
I think this is a 1 year thing too, because
Really?
Burns is a free agent.
Yeah.
He's going to a winning situation, though. He can't hate on that.
He's heavily sought after by the Mets.
He's heavily sought after everybody.
Yeah,
Everyone,
but the Mets have a stake in.
He won a Cy Young, right?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So that's and by the way, Kershaw goes back to the Dodgers. He's at 2,944 strikeouts. It's a 1 year deal. It's nice.
56.
You get
what do you think?
Yamamoto, you get Kershaw, you get
By halfway through the season, he probably hits 3,000.
Yep. That's a
mean,
nice.
Who doesn't have the Dodgers in the World Series? They bought themselves a World Series.
I mean, I looked
It
at
depends. Depends on how Yamamoto pitches. It depends on
MLB came out with an article for next year's season with their predictions, and they don't got the Dodgers as the #1 team in the league. They got them number 2.
Really?
Yeah, #1
is it a health thing?
It's the Braves. Well, you're not going to have Ohtani
the
pitching.
Braves are the They're just a squad.
Otani doesn't pitch.
Otani's not pitching this year. I get that you signed the other Japanese kid, but you don't know what you're gonna get
but
from
you
him.
don't. He's never pitched.
It
Bueller's
looked
there.
nasty. What we saw from out there was nasty.
Yeah,
but
it's a different story when you're hitting against when they're all.
Yeah.
I get it. We're not criticizing Japanese baseball.
Second best league in the world.
Yes, but here you're solid 9 hitters,
Yeah.
and the third go around is not that easy. So we'll see.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, you got Walker Buehler coming back. He's always hurt. We'll see what happens with him.
I think they knew they were going to get him once they got Otani. Otani made that phone call.
Yeah, once Otani was like, I'm going to restructure my deal, they were like, really?
Yamamoto.
Really?
They're paying me $2
You
million
can do that?
a year.
And this also talks about the Dodgers being in on a different player as well. So might as well just sign everybody.
Well, I do give a lot of props to
They're going to try for Juan, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. I give a lot of props to Otani
Why?
because I don't think he would have done that if he's only getting paid $20 million in the next 10 years. $2 million a year.
Yeah, but he makes $58
Yeah, but he
million
makes
dollars
50
a year in
off of his
endorsements.
jersey sales and endorsements.
So, like,
Right. He's not doing bad. But all
he
I'm
also
saying is
probably
that
doesn't pay for anything in LA no
he
more.
doesn't.
he seems like a humble guy. Like he just wants to win.
That
think
man
he's-
don't
yeah,
have to buy anything for the rest of his life.
I think he's smart. I think
Didn't E-Man say he was a humble dude
He is humble. But
with
he's also
with
very
$100 million
smart.
a year?
He's going to get a ton of tax
I mean-
breaks, too.
I wouldn't give him the title of humble.
That's a stretch, huh?
That's a stretch because if you look at all the stuff that he has written into his contract,
Yeah.
he's almost like a diva. Like he asked for
Derek Jeter's a diva, too. And he's
Yeah, but I didn't hear anything
yo,
special in Derek Jeter's
My boy got
contract.
You could be a diva when you got 5 championships.
But he didn't have nothing written in his contract that made him a diva. This guy has stuff written into his contract.
Word.
I don't want to talk to no media. I don't care
Oh,
if
is
you guys
that
Derek
have it.
had stuff like that on the contract, too.
Derek
Yeah,
Jeter talked to
certain-
the media after every important
Yeah,
game
he did.
for 20 years.
Derek Jeter.
Yo, you know he's a great captain when Boston respects him. Did you see that?
Yeah. Like, what more do you want
Drake is
from
still
the guy?
affecting him.
I'm all done. I'm all Jetered out.
All right.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for this NBA playoffs, you know. And thanks AJ for coming through and sharing the
Wait, we had a game.
we got a
I
game.
see Kaba's game.
It
What's up
literally
with that?
says on the board, Gaba's game. He's trying to end the show. You see
No.
this guy?
All right. Here we go. I'm always ready for these. I did great last time.
What's
Yeah,
Carlos'
last
game?
time, it's just random games that I find. We'll do baseball for you. But
nice,
last
nice.
week's game, Rick actually went
I only
5 for
got
5.
one wrong, I think.
No, I think you went 5 for 5.
It was interesting.
It might have been extras that we ran
Oh,
after.
He would name a team. No, the player that hit the most home runs, and I'd have to say the team, and I would mention the player.
It was the
So,
player
like the
with
Mets, it was
the most
Stanton.
home runs against the team. So I'll say the
Oh,
team,
nice.
and you name
It
the
was
current
Stanton?
player.
well, it is Stan.
Wow. Okay.
Stan had 36 when he was a Marlin.
All right, so you ready? We're gonna run this off fast.
Okay.
This is the worst season by a player from every team since 2000. So it's going to give me a list of the teams since 2000, and it will show the player next to it that has the worst season on that team since then.
Okay.
Okay?
Wow.
So,
We're naming
Wait.
a player.
We're naming the player, but can I
Yes.
ask for the year as well?
yes, you can.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go with, you guys want to pick a team first? All right, so I'm going to pick
Let's go.
Yankees,
Yes.
2005. This is the worst player to ever play. Well, not ever, but in the last 20 years to play on the Yankees.
Is it Randy Johnson?
No.
Is it
Wait. A-Rod's on the team.
this is 2005?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go with Knobloch.
Nope.
No. Okay. Tony Womack.
Oh, I forgot he was a Yankee.
2005. Tony Womack.
A-Rod was already on the Yankees.
I know Knobloch had them issues after he
Yeah.
became a Yankee.
But that
Couldn't
was
throw
like
it first.
in the late 90s.
Okay. Ready? San Francisco. 2013.
That's hard.
Yeah, this one is.
It's a West Coast team.
I'll ease them up on the next ones.
San Francisco 2013.
Is it a pitcher?
Yes. Come on, Rick. We on to something.
Ooh, I forgot the guy's name.
Lincecum was his heyday, right?
Yeah, that was Lincecum. That was actually the Giants in their heyday, winning chips. But
They were around the World Series in those
yeah,
years.
Matt Williams.
no.
No, I know the pitcher, man.
Ready?
Shout out to Matt Williams.
Go ahead, man. I can't remember his name.
Barry Zito.
Oh wow, that's the when he was bad after Oakland.
Yeah. Well, he only had a curveball, and then they figured him out.
All right, this is an interesting one. 2000, Toronto Blue Jays. This is a Hall of Fame pitcher.
Hall of Fame pitcher, 2000. It ain't Roger Clemens.
No.
Can't be. That's one of the GOATs.
Hall of Fame.
Come on.
Greg Maddux.
No, he never played for them.
You sure?
Was it Cone? David Cone?
No, Roy Halladay.
Oh wow, Roy Halladay.
Wow.
The late Roy Halladay. Rest
Late,
in
great
peace.
Roy Halladay.
But then he went to Philly.
Yeah.
I know why. I know what happened there.
We got two more.
All right.
Ready? 2023 Mets.
You gotta know this. Let me see what Rick got to say on this.
And this is not to shit on the Mets. This is also, he's actually had the worst season on this list.
Wow, it had to be a Met.
So it was the worst of the worst.
Oh man,
2023?
Yeah, pitcher. You know who it is. Come on, my boy. You watched him every 5 nights.
you know this team.
Oh, wait a minute. Was it Carrasco?
Yes, sir.
Wow, you got it.
He went back to Cleveland. He signed with Cleveland.
Yeah, he should have went back to the minors.
Wow, he had the worst season.
The worst season out of any of these players, and it's some
Let me
bad.
guess.
I'm
The
sure there's
ERA's
minimums.
at 7, I think. Right? 7 or 6?
No, I didn't have his ERA. They were giving out WAR. His WAR was negative 1.3.
Wow. Interesting.
The last one, you ready?
Yeah.
2022 Washington Nationals.
Oh, wait.
Pitcher.
Strasburg.
No. Almost.
It's a pitcher.
This was no, he wasn't there 2022.
no. Scherzer didn't have any.
He was a Met already. 2022 pitcher.
I got one more clue if you want.
What's the clue?
Go ahead.
Heavily sought after by the Yankees at the time.
Oh, hold up. No. You said the name. I was gonna say Strasburg too.
And he ended up signing with the Nationals. Yankees dodged a bullet.
Wow.
Damn. 2020. This is not even that long ago.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
Patrick Corbin.
Wow.
Wow.
He had a really rough year, huh?
Since he's gotten there, I think he put up one good year. Signed like a huge 6-year contract.
So I
with them.
bombed this game. I had one. It was the Met.
I had none. So you won.
Womack, Tony Womack, I didn't even know he was in. I didn't even remember him. That's how bad that's.
I remember
he
Womack.
must-
I don't remember him
Womack,
in
yeah.
2005.
I don't remember him in 2005 because I
Pinch
remember
runner.
Womack as, first of all, he had this huge head always. And I remember him as a Diamondback because he tortured the Yankees on the bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We used him as mainly pinch running and outfield.
Wow.
I remember Tony Womack.
So we did not so good this week. The Curse of Cabo. Tune in next week, same time, same channel, same channel. That Drake penis got me fucked up. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and tell a friend and tell a friend. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Peace.
Peace.